And they all have the hair. I don't like it either. Because when they work out, the hair smells. That hair is gonna smell hella something.
What's with that hair? I briefly want to talk about Wendy Williams and the comments about black women and hair. I'm tired. I think this is my last time making this video, but I have made a video before, which is why I'm even making this video, because people are still commenting stupid, asinine questions and comments in regards to black women. So let me go ahead and tell you guys the tea, and I'll probably show a clip. So basically, Wendy Williams shamed African American hair. So what happened was, she was talking about Travis Scott, and I saw this in a clip, and I went on YouTube to see the whole thing. All right, so, you know, I skipped to the part where she's talking about Travis, and she was like, and what's with that hair? What's with the hair? Oh, it stinks. Like, she just completely talked about every black woman who wears extensions and wigs. And not just black women, but all women. Like, white people have hair too. Sometimes they wear braids. And she was just trying to allude to the fact that, you know, African American hair, basically that his hair was stinky and nasty, and that he was a trifling person because he probably doesn't wash his hair every day. Okay, who cares if he doesn't wash it every day? That doesn't mean that his hair stinks. Like, he could use hair care products that have, like, you know, ingredients that will cleanse or just moisturize. Like, as an African American, obviously I have my hair braided underneath, and my hair isn't stinky. I take care of my hair. It doesn't matter what oils I put in it. It still doesn't have a stink to it. Now, I understand when you're working out, sweat does smell, but who's to say that it goes all like to in your hair? Like, I've had workouts and my hair, my body sweat, but my hair didn't. It didn't stink. Now, he is a man, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, they're just plaits. He could easily take them down, wash them, and put them back up. Like, first of all, there's women, I've had braids and protective styles, and I've had my hair braided for like 2 months, and it still didn't like stink, like, you know, like, oh, you smell. Like, no. Like, it obviously smelled like hair, like that had maybe oils in it, like coconut oil, olive oil, stuff like that, carrot oil. But the natural oils and stuff that I use, and the hair care products like Cantu and Shea Moisture, those products actually have great smelling scents to them. So for her to make that stupid comment was stupid to me. And then this coon is sitting up here. She's such a coon to me. Like, Wendy, if she ever sees this video, I need her to check herself. Like, she's sitting up here. My thing is, Wendy, do you even have natural hair? The way that she said it was so condescending. She said it like she was some rich white woman. I know she loves her blonde hair. I guess it's gotten to her scalp thinking that she's white. Like, and she's superior, that she doesn't have natural hair underneath those wigs. She's probably bald-headed, and her edge is probably little. That's why she's mad and talking about people with hair. At least he's wearing his natural hair. Now, I'm going to be honest. I did agree with her talking about wearing Caesars. I do like the professional low cut. I think that's sexy, okay? I love it on black men. White men, too. I like the low cuts. I don't like all that hair because it's just too much. It's not about the smell. I like the crisp cut, clean. That's just what I like. I'm just saying. Most men, even African American men, they don't just like us to walk around with just afros. No, they want us to at least exfoliate our afros, put some oils in it, have it juicy or something, you know. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with having a preference. But for her to just assume that like nasty and they always had this in their hair, like, girl, get a crib. Like, people have been wearing their hair like that. Kyle Barker from Living Single, he was the it man of the 90s on that show, and he wore braids, and there was or dreads or whatever, and there was an episode based off of that because of Hollywood and their, you know, discrimination toward that. And it's just so stupid that in this time of like despair like that we're in, you would sit there and just say that. That's real dumb. That's just so stupid to me. Like with the Amara La Negra, the girl from I guess she's a hip-hop artist or whatever, but she's talking about being black and Latina and being shamed. We're talking about all of this colorism. Matthew Knowles is basically saying the same thing, that light skin has privilege and mixed genes and all that stuff. And you sit there and make this stupid comment during Black History Month. Like, the coonery is real. I've never been a fan of Wendy Williams. She's a messy man. looking woman, and she needs to just stop it. I think maybe as a child she was natural looking, but the surgeries and the drugs, like, first of all, she needs to just worry about her issues. Get that together. I want to know what she was on when she fell out. I guess she doesn't get enough of falling out in karma because all she does is trash people. Like, that's just so stupid. It's crazy that she never wears her natural. I've never seen her natural hair. Honestly, I wear my natural hair. I do natural hair tutorials. So there's nothing like, I have a hair company and a wig company because there are some people who want to wear wigs as either a protective style, or they just like wearing wigs, or they have cancer, or we don't know, but they like wigs. I like wigs sometimes. I do. So I get it, you know, Wendy, but I wear my natural hair. These wigs get hot, or they just, you know, I don't feel comfortable portraying somebody else's hair as my own all year round. Like, that's not cool, because my natural hair can go just like this. I can curl it, I can do whatever also when I feel like maintaining it or doing whatever. But it was just really stupid of her to say that. I mean, I thought it was just me because I didn't see anybody else in an outrage like how y'all do some of these beauty companies and all this other stuff. I'm just saying, I'm so tired. So anyway, another guy commented and he said, you know what, I have to agree. You know, most black women, their hair does, they do stink. Like, in general, he said we stink. Women who wear wigs and weaves stink. That was such a hard, like, he reached so far for that one. I'm like, as if Latina women don't wear extensions and weaves too. And white women and all the other women. Chinese people, Asian, all of them, like Japanese, Korean, all of them wear extensions. So what do you mean? And Beyonce stays in a good wig. So does she stink? Does she look like she stink? Like, that's just, the ignorance is real, and people like Wendy Williams just perpetuates that. And the people in the background are like, yeah, I agree. Like, girl. That's why we roasted her when she fell out. I knew she was on drugs. I knew it had nothing to do with, allegedly, more than likely. How about that? I knew it had nothing to do with a stroke. And when you mean and you're messy, bad stuff will come to you anyway. So, those are my thoughts. Comment below what you think. And if you saw that stupid episode. Anywho, but those are my takes on, you know, some of the topics that are going on this week. I do agree with Matthew Knowles. Of course, light skin has always been the right skin for the most part as far as Hollywood goes. I mean, look at people like Halle Berry, the first black woman to get an Oscar. Vanessa Williams, she wasn't totally black, she was mixed. You know, her, Jada Pinkett, they're mixed. They look black, you know, and they identify as black, but Tia Tamera, like, I mean, that's just Hollywood in general. It's not even just music. Diana Ross was light skinned. Is she mixed? I don't know, but that kind of stuff just doesn't faze me, because if you're a good artist or you do something with the right heart, right spirit, it doesn't even matter. Like, that just doesn't matter. But they do, dark-skinned women have always had it harder than light-skinned women. But I'm not saying that, you know, that there's no talent there. I don't even think he was saying that. I think that he was just saying, just by being fair-skinned, and of course he didn't mention, but straight hair will get you further than the original Afro, you know, African-American look, dark skin or brown skin. But it is what it is. I mean, Kenya Moore was second black, you know, Miss USA, and that opened the door for more. And I think that's all Hollywood needs, is more exposure of black women like Viola Davis, a lot of women who are really, you know, coming to their own, Issa Rae. And honestly, what we started doing was creating movies for ourselves, and that's what really started to, that's what happened to the 90s. Like, most of those people, my cousin, I'm not going to say this, but I meant to, whatever. Anyway, back in my hometown, the writers and the producers for, I'm from the same hometown as the writers and producers from Kid and Play's first movie, House Party. And they wrote and produced, and they, you know, those are hit movies even now. So, I mean, if you want to see yourself in the media or wherever, sometimes you have to be the first, or, you know, you have to create for yourself. Black-owned businesses, you know, black-owned productions, or Latino-owned productions, or whatever, whoever it is with the case. But I don't know, comment your thoughts and what you guys have noticed about any of these topics. And see you guys in the next video.